Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Brittany. So in today's video, I have another synthetic wig review for you guys. This is a video that's brought to you by me. This is not sponsored. So let's go ahead and get into the application of this wig, and then I'll come back with my review. Alright guys, so you guys saw the process of me applying this wig and thinning it out, and I'm probably going to have something in the title about how to thin out curly wigs. I showed you guys in my outre Nisha videos that came out in November how to thin out your wig with a razor. I learned how to do that from Is That Your Hair? And so I've been doing that with my problematic super thick wigs. So I say this all the time on my channel, and I have for years. I am super picky about my curly wigs. So when I put it on again today, because I tried it on yesterday before I reviewed it today, and it was giving me exactly how I feel about synthetic curly wigs. Like it was looking very wiggy to me. It was way too full. It was bulky around the parting space. Because for some reason synthetic curly wigs that I don't like, they have this like bubble around the parting space I don't like that. I like to kind of have it straight around my parting space. I don't like it to be super curly at the root with my synthetic wigs. Yeah, so what I did was I parted the hair. You guys saw the process, but I'm just kind of telling you guys about it. I parted the wig and I took my eyebrow razor and I went through and thinned it out to give it less volume, because that was just not doing it for me. It was way too much hair right there. So you kind of have to do that to your liking, but I just wanted mine to be a little bit more tame. I do like volume with my wigs, but I didn't want it to be too big. So that worked out, and then I used my blow dryer to kind of mold the top so it wasn't like humpy and just unnatural. And I think it worked out really well. Something else, a lot of times with textures like this, because to me this is a textured wig, as far as like, this is not like silky curls. This has a little bit more kink to it. I've noticed with Zury Sis wigs, they'll have a textured wig like this but a super straight part, and it looks artificial. That works well with straight wigs, but with curly wigs, it's kind of like, oh, that's a super straight part. It looks a little bit unnatural. I think it looks better with me kind of concealing the part. I put powder in my part to make it stand out initially, and then I was like, it looks a little bit like too clean and too perfect. So I decided to kind of pull one of the strands of hair over the parting space here. I did that. I pulled it over the parting space and I filled it in with a matte black eyeshadow. The parting space I filled in. And it's more to my liking now. Yeah, so I didn't even tell you guys the name of this wig, but you will have it in the title of the video. This is Zury Sis. This is from Zury Sis. This is their Bohemian style wig in the style Bohemian and the color number 2. And this is what she looks like on the stock card. I do like that their cards are matte, so when I'm reviewing, it's not like shiny. I'm going to get into the pros and the cons. With the cons of this wig, it was way too much work to get it to look like I wanted it to. If you don't really care about having a lot of bulk with your wig, then you can really just put it on, put some powder in your part and go, but I can't do that. So I definitely had to put some work into it. I just review Outre Shireen, and I'll, insert a picture. Outre Shireen is shorter than this, but it's a lot less work. So yeah, so if you are looking for something like a short curly style like this that gives you this volume, but you don't want to have to layer it and everything, I would go with Outre Shireen, because I actually did like that. And since I have my twist out, I'm probably gonna wear it again just to see how I feel about it. But yeah, I think that one is a lot easier to make look natural. And I did pull out a little bit of my edges because I wanted the hairline to look natural, and I'm not wearing this with any Gatsby glue or anything. I'm wearing this glueless and just with my wig grip. That was pretty much my cons with this wig. I don't have any issues with like shedding or tangling. I don't really have to worry about those kinds of things with a curly wig. Now I have to worry about getting matting at the nape with that comb back there, but that's not a big deal to me. But yeah, it was a lot of work to get it to look like this. And as far as the pros go, I do think this curl pattern is very beautiful. It has a very low luster, which makes it look natural. And I like the shape of it. I didn't really do much with the shape. I layered it a little bit in the bang here, but that's about it. So I do like the style of it. I think it's gonna look even more natural when it gets older. Yeah, I think it's gonna look a lot more natural when it gets older. Right now, it still has some parts that are pretty uniform, but I do think this is a pretty look, but I was kind of turned off by all that work I had to do with thinning it out. The cap size on here was pretty comfortable. I want to say it's about an average size cap. It's not too small, but I didn't feel like I had an excess amount of space in the cap. Okay, so I purchased mine on Wig Types, but you can purchase yours on any website that you want because this is not a sponsored video. I have a general link in the description box. But on Wig Types, this was $37.94, which I don't think is a bad price. But I did have to do a lot of work to it. So keep that in mind before you purchase. But this is a beautiful look. I'm 6 feet tall, and this is about 14 inches on me. It's a really nice, like, curly fro natural looking wig, and it does take pretty well to heat because I did put a lot of heat at the top. So overall, I was kind of turned off by how much work I had to do, but overall I did, you know, get it together, and I did come up with a better look for me. So I'm gonna give this wig, I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm not gonna go any higher than that. It met the threshold of being in that 8 to 10 range to where I like what it looks like, but it's not quite, it just required a lot of work. So I'm gonna give this wig a solid 8. If you are interested in this wig, I'll put a general link in the description box to where you can choose to purchase it on whatever website you would like to. Shout out to you guys for tuning in to another video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Drop me a comment down below. What do you think about this wig? Is this something you would wear? Just tell me down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.